UFC 327 just wrapped up a couple hours ago. We got a lot to talk about. A lot good, a lot bad, a lot bad, a lot stupid, dumb, retarded decisions. Um, I'm not holding up good from what happened in the main event. We're gonna talk about it eventually. But we had some other good shit. We'll talk about the rest of the card. Main card was pretty good. Whole card overall was amazing. Honestly, I went hiking today, so I didn't see the full thing live. I caught it right at the end. So it's currently 2:20, 2:46 right now a.m. Recording this video, depressed after what happened in the main event. We're gonna talk about it, but we're whatever. Well, let's talk about the first fight. Cub Swanson versus Nate Landwehr. A little bit joyous, whatever. Fuck. I don't give a fuck about Cub Swanson anymore. Fuck you, Cub Swanson. I don't even care about you anymore in your retirement. I don't even really care in the first place, honestly. Cub Swanson gets a TKO in the first round against Nate Landwehr. And I was going to pick Nate Landwehr, and then I immediately switched my pick right away as I was trying to make the prediction video, like a genius that I am. I'm not going to pick a retarded pick like that because, I would look like a fucking idiot. Nate Landwehr literally looked like Chris Duncan last week, like a fighter who just doesn't know how to throw a strike and doesn't know how to fight, throwing arm punches, just not being able to defend himself, just like Curtis Blades. We'll talk about him. We'll talk about that performance. Oof, great fight. But yeah, he was unable to defend himself in the striking and was just outclassed completely. Cub Swanson, being like 42 years old, had an insane speed difference on him. Nate Landwehr, that's pretty embarrassing, honestly. Nate Landwehr was always like a slow fighter. I think he's like a slow twitch dominant fighter. So that's bad on him. Bad matchup. Cub Swanson was like 45 years old though. So Nate Landwehr also is 47 years old. So I guess it was Uncle versus Unc, and Cub Swanson still had it. So good TKO by Cub Swanson. Amazing first round TKO. Flawless performance. Literally first round TKO. Flawless performance. Literally. I think he had like 5 strikes on him. Let me see right now. How many strikes did Nate Landwehr land on? Fucking 15, whatever, 15. But none of them did any damage. Cub Swanson left without any damage on his body. Retired like a boss. Probably got a bonus. I don't know if he got a bonus for that first round, but maybe he deserves that. That deserves a performance bonus, honestly, in my opinion. 2 knockdowns in 1 round. 40 out of 52 strikes are landed. That's over. That's like over. That's 80%. That's around 80% of your strikes landed. A beautiful performance by him. Just got sent off by that. Sent off into whatever retirement. He got sent off into retirement. With a TKO win in the first round. Amazing performance by Cub Swanson. We're gonna move on though to something not so great. This is most of the bad from the card. Dominic Reyes versus Johnny Walker. Split decision. I got Cub Swanson pick right. I got Dominic Reyes pick right by split decision. I thought he was going to win by first round TKO. In my prediction video, I also said this fight was going to be amazing. I was wrong on that. So am I technically wrong on my prediction because I said this fight was going to be amazing no matter what? And it was one of the most boring fights of all time. So I think they both landed in 1 round, not even 10 strikes. In the second round, I believe that they both didn't even land 10 strikes, which is embarrassing for both of you guys. Honestly, we should have expected this. Both glass chins, both just... Dominic Reyes is coming off a KO loss, but Johnny Walker, we all know what can happen to him if he gets hit on the chin. So these guys were just both timid the whole time, feigning, getting out of range, footwork, fucking switching stances, getting back into your stance just to not do anything and just back up. And yeah, man, that's what they both did the whole time. Dominic Reyes probably won. I thought he won the second and third round by just barely anything. This was a coin toss of a fight, and if Johnny Walker got his hand raised, I wouldn't have been mad. So horrible fight, to be honest. Split decision win by Dominic Reyes, though. I was right. Moving on. Fuck that fight. Not much to talk about in that fight. Let's move on. Josh Hockett versus Curtis Blades. Now, I'm not gonna shit on Josh Hockett in his performance. Great performance. You had a unanimous decision win. I was wrong on this fight. I thought Curtis Blades was gonna win this fight by unanimous decision, and he gets embarrassed by Josh Hockett in 3 rounds. Let me just talk about this whole fight. This fight deserves a video in itself. So Curtis Blades can't defend a 1-2 for 3 rounds straight. After how many fights in this guy's career, professional career? 19-6 now. And you still can't defend a 1-2 for the whole of 3 rounds. I didn't even look at these stats before picking Curtis Blades. But Curtis Blades is 3 inches taller, 30 pounds heavier, has 7 inches of reach on Josh Hockett, and was getting outranged and peppered with the 1-2 from out of range by someone who was smaller and weighed less. He was getting power punched by someone who weighed less and got outranged by someone who was smaller. Holy shit, Curtis Blades' ass. This is just going to be a rant on how shit Curtis Blades is. We should have known Sergey Pavlovich was going to get fraud checked by Tom Aspinall. I mean, I wouldn't say fraud checked because Tom Aspinall is the best, but just KO'd by Tom Aspinall and then defeated by Alexander Volkov and then looked shit against Walter Cortez Acosta. This was his notable win. Curtis Blades, Sergey Pavlovich I'm talking about. His notable win, getting TKO of him in the first round. And now we're just seeing Curtis Blades not able to defend a 1-2 for 15 minutes straight. The first round, Josh Hockett hurts Curtis Blades right away with the 1-2, spamming it for a whole minute and a half straight, 2 minutes almost. And then Curtis Blades survives the flurry. His face is fucked up from it. And so he survives. And then comes back at Josh Hockett. I think he could have won round 1. So this was a unanimous decision, 29-28. I'm guessing they gave round 1 to Curtis Blades because round 2 and 3 were obviously Josh Hockett. I saw it 30-27, Josh Hockett, in my opinion. But yeah, that's what happened in the first round. I believe he knocked down Curtis Blades in the first round as well. And then Curtis Blades came back at the end of the round and was throwing pillow punches at Josh Hockett. And in the second round, Curtis Blades starts to throw just arm punches at Josh Hockett. So Josh Hockett's out here, gets a second wind in the second round, midway through the second round, and starts beating the fuck out of Curtis Blades. Horrible damage on Curtis Blades' face. Curtis Blades would throw the same amount of strikes, land almost the same amount, and Josh Hockett would just eat that shit and wouldn't even have any damage on his face. Amazing fight. Fucking for the whole 3 rounds. And then in the third round, Josh Hockett just continues to fuck up Curtis Blades and just do more than Curtis Blades after looking exhausted in the first round. He just did way more than Curtis Blades throughout the whole fight. Let me see how many strikes they both landed. So Josh Hockett threw 298 strikes. Holy shit. Curtis Blades threw 345 strikes. Josh Hockett was able to defend Curtis Blades' takedowns very easily, which was impressive to see. And also, Josh Hockett, man. Josh Hockett with what? This guy was in the NFL, a couple years ago? 7 years ago? Now, how many years of training did this guy really have in MMA specifically? 5 years? 5 or 6 years? And he's out here beating the shit out of a top 5 heavyweight. Oh my gosh. I thought this division was shallow, but holy shit, this division is ass. Josh Hockett is coming out from the ex-NFL player, literally cut from the NFL to put belt to ass to Curtis Blades, top 5 heavyweight in the world. Curtis Blades is shit. I love Josh Hockett, honestly. I love Josh Hockett now. He made me a fan. He honestly made me a fan. I'm not even glazing. He's probably one of my favorite fighters right now. He also got booked against, what's it called? What's his motherfucking name? Derek Lewis immediately. Dana White announced on the live stream during the UFC 327 main card that Josh Hockett is going to fight Derek Lewis at the White House card. And, Josh Hockett gets the amazing win, unanimous decision, has a nice post-fight interview. Amazing. Guy just got hit 200 times in the head and still had the consciousness to remember his lines. Incredible lines. And then at the end, who the fuck is this guy? Just absolutely violates Josh Hockett at the end. grabs his ass. This guy's a fucking cut man. I don't even know if he actually works in the UFC. Maybe this guy just fucking snuck into the ring, grabs Josh Hockett's ass. Not even his corner, man. I'm being honest. This guy's not even on his corner. Literally a UFC worker. I don't even know if he is. Fucking by ringside. Literally went to just open the door for Josh Hockett. Violates him and grabs his ass. Josh Hockett doesn't even bat an eye. Josh Hockett files, Josh Hockett allegations, talking about Dan Hooker. Maybe Josh Hockett swings that way as well. Motherfucker didn't even bat an eye. I would have fucking looked back, at least, said some shit if someone I had no idea, I've never seen in my life, smacked my ass after me getting hit 200 times in the head. He didn't get a fight of the night just for him to get smacked in the ass by someone who makes minimum wage at UFC. Next fight. Azamat Murzakanov versus Paulo Costa. Azamat Murzakanov versus Paulo Costa. Paulo Costa masterclass TKO in the third round. Paulo Costa wins just like how I predicted. Honestly, this was an amazing performance by Paulo Costa. He did look like he was gassing out at the end of the second round, but he just got a second wind in the third round. Just immediately put it on Azamat Murzakanov with he immediately opens it up with a heavy leg kick, heavy head kick, a heavy straight, just heavy punches, heavy fucking strikes immediately. I think in his head he was testing out to see if Azamat's arm was really hurt. Like maybe he was thinking that Azamat's arm was hurt from all the kicks, and then he wanted to start off the round strong with strong kicks to see if Azamat would get a reaction, and he did get a reaction. Azamat had to block one of the Paulo Costa's head kick, and you could see that it bothered him in his guard. He probably broke his fucking hand or his arm from Paulo Costa kicking him straight in the arm multiple times, very hard. 205 Paulo Costa, 205 pounds. Paulo Costa kicking you in your fucking arm about 90 times. Definitely broke his arm. After that, after getting blocking the head kick, he goes to restart his stance, goes to try to go for a fucking Dricus du Plessis blitz, literally injures himself trying to get his hand to be able to blitz, fucking even throw a punch. Literally injures himself trying to throw a punch to blitz Paulo Costa. And then Paulo Costa, smart IQ play by Paulo Costa, immediately throws a head kick right away and lands it because Azamat doesn't want to block it with his broken hand or his broken arm. And then rocks Azamat Murzakanov, and then he just gives up, falls to the ground. Referee stops the fight right away. Amazing stoppage by the referee, by the way. Respect to him for stopping that fight because he was clearly done. And yeah, amazing performance by Paulo Costa. Paulo Costa talks to Donald Trump after the fight, and Diddy Donald Trump. I don't know what the fuck was in the air for UFC 327, but they got Donald Trump too. Diddy Donald Trump was talking about, wow, man, you're so beautiful. You are so beautiful. Why are you a fighter? Literally called. Did I just see some shit? I see it like a fucking fly. Whatever. Diddy Trump though. Diddy Trump was talking to Paulo Costa, flirting with him, complimenting him, called him beautiful about 3 times. At the end of their interaction, Donald Trump turns behind him to his secretary, I believe, and says, "Get this guy. We need to get this guy in the White House." So, Paulo Costa potentially at the White House in the future, 2027. Paulo Costa in the White House, whatever. Beautiful performance by Paulo Costa, by the way. Amazing. What is he gonna do next? I don't know, man. That performance, bro. Am I wrong in saying Paulo Costa could give Ankalaev like a hard ass fight? Who knows if he could be Ankalaev, but I say it would be close. It would be fucking close. Paulo Costa versus Ankalaev. Maybe you could put on like a Jan Blachowicz performance, but Paulo Costa isn't on Jan Blachowicz level of striking. What am I really saying? But I think that would be a close fight. Low-key disrespectful, but I think that would be a close fight. I mean, he just beat Azamat Murzakanov 16-0. What was number 6 ranked in the world? Number 5. I think he was number 5 ranked. Paulo Costa just beat a top 5 light heavyweight. I don't know if he's going to stay in that division, but he should. Yeah, man. All the vibes are just down now, man. Down. 3 a.m., bro, and I'm making this video, and Yuri Prochazka gets KO'd. What a slap in the face to us MMA fans. Literally a spit in the fucking face to us MMA fans. Carlos Ulberg KOs Yuri Prochazka after it looks like Yuri Prochazka had that fight won already. The fight starts with Carlos Ulberg landing leg kicks on Yuri Prochazka. It looks like leg kicks are going to be effective during the fight, but Yuri Prochazka started to land his own leg kicks as well. He went in for his little blitz, and then Carlos Ulberg tried to check hook him, and messed up his stance a little bit and blew out his knee. Trying to switch his stance, I believe, blew out his knee, and he was moving weird after that. Yuri Prochazka kicked it right away, got a big reaction, had Carlos Ulberg basically knocked down from that leg kick. It was not considered an official knockdown, but he was on the ground after that leg kick, and then he got back up. Yuri Prochazka kicked him again, affected him a lot again. Yuri Prochazka kicked him again. It affected him a little less, but you know what affected him. And then he was just moving weird after that. Carlos Ulberg even tried to throw a head kick, and then just immediately fell after that and was wobbled from that. Couldn't really walk normal. And Yuri Prochazka, you could see him just showing mercy to Carlos Ulberg. He even said it in the post-fight interview. Man, they had my guy Yuri looking stupid out there, bro. Fuck you, Joe Rogan. You have to look at this guy. Just got fucking knocked out. He just got slumped literally 5 minutes ago, and you're asking him, Yuri, did you show him mercy out there? If he just woke up 5 minutes ago. You're making this guy look like a fucking sore loser, man. Fuck, man. This is the worst possible thing that could have fucking happened, bro. This guy's getting a baby in 3 days, man. He's just concussed now. Fuck, man. Yeah, man, but Yuri Prochazka was just showing mercy to Carlos Ulberg. He said it in the post-fight interview, but it was obvious. He just was showing mercy. As soon as he kicked him, and he saw that every time he would kick him in the leg, it would do insane damage. He just knew that move was too OP, and he didn't even want to use it. Yuri Prochazka nerfed himself mid-fight, and he fucking fumbled it. Yuri Prochazka nerfed himself mid-fight to be on the equal level of Carlos Ulberg. Literally the most stupidest thing I ever seen, the most Yuri Prochazka retarded thing that could happen in a fight. And he fumbles it, and he goes in for a flurry on Carlos Ulberg, who is on one leg basically. And Carlos Ulberg lands the perfect check left hook that he could do, literally landing with the two front knuckles on Yuri Prochazka, straight on his side of his chin. Really, is Yuri Prochazka's chin gone, man? Because that just slumped him. That shot slumped him, and like I said in my prediction video, I think Carlos Ulberg isn't going to be if he does get a knockdown, he's not going to be in the chaos too much, where he's going to be able to find some shots and finish off the fight. And that's exactly what happened. He did the check left hook, perfectly landed on Yuri Prochazka, and he wasn't in the chaos enough that Yuri Prochazka could survive. He was able to put a little bit of distance so he could throw hard shots, accurate shots to put away Yuri Prochazka. And late stoppage, if I'm being for real, late stoppage, man. It really fucking hurt seeing Yuri Prochazka get slumped 3 times in a row. Got slumped with that left hook counter, got slumped again by Carlos Ulberg's follow-up shots. He woke up and then got slumped again with just accurate, hard shots. It was disgusting to watch. Oh, God, bro. This was man, this is gonna hurt, bro. This sucks, bro. Man, you had it coming, man. You just had it coming, bro. Why would you do that, man? That's just the most. But that's what we love about you, though, Yuri. Don't change, man. That's what we love about you, man. You're just stupid like that. That's what we fell in love with, man. The chaos, the crazy, the extra chromosome that you have in your head. Yeah, man. Nothing much to say, really. The whole card was beautiful, except that sour ending. Now we have Carlos Ulberg as a champion. Uh, Boring post fight interview, except at the end where he finally like realized he was a champion and got a little excited. But yeah, man, now we have Carlos Ulberg as light heavyweight champion. I can't even hate too much. That was a nasty KO off one fucking leg. I'm hating so much. I can't even fucking hate. That's really impressive, man. Really boring as a personality, but that's a story. That's a story. JIRI Prochazka winning the title, regaining the title days before having his daughter is another story, but I guess we just had our dreams crushed. My God. The dawn is spoken.